Boa noite, galerinha. Opa, boa noite, boa tarde, galerinha marota. Tô aqui, né? 13h14, horário de Manaus. Tô aqui pra Grande Caçada. Se não me engano, não é o quarto capítulo, é o quarto ou quinto capítulo. E eu aproveitei esse tempo em off pra ir evoluindo nosso personagem. Falei pra vocês, estava com grande dificuldade de progredir na história, então fui atrás de missão secundária. E as missões secundárias aqui, elas não ficam expostas, tu tem que ir atrás aí, ó. Quando ver, tô no level 24, tá aqui ele, todo bonitão, charmosão. E agora a gente pode finalmente vir pra cá. Deixa eu ver o caminho que eu vou pegar. Vou dobrar à direita, descer por aqui, ver se tá aberto aqui. Ver se eu consigo chegar lá por aqui. Vamos ver. É isso? É isso. Vamos ver se não tiver tampado, né? Gente, o Lies of P eu vou retomar, tá? Dei uma pausa aí, praticamente nem avancei também muito no Lies of P, mas é porque eu quero finalizar também o Vampyr logo. Podem ver que eu aumentei meu vigor, então isso me dá mais ações por turnos. E melhorei minhas armas também. Minha arma agora ela dá ponto de sangue quando eu acerto ela. Tá bem mais fácil progredir no jogo. Tem uns scouts por aqui, é isso mesmo. Só tá faltando, né, dar uma melhorada também nesse pulo que a gente dá, esse dash que a gente dá pra cima do cara. E dei uma melhorada também nos distritos, assim, mas todos eles ainda estão críticos ou graves, então não tem muita coisa que fazer eu mesmo, ainda não peguei a manha, tá? Mas as armas estão tinindo.
It's locked, all right.
É, não dá pra ir por aqui, eu vou ter que tentar achar o caminho ali pela ponte. Não me engano, dá pra ir pelas docas, né? Mas assim, tá bem distante as docas daqui pra lá. Aqui normalmente tem um inimigo.
I have this thirst for blood.
Matei alguns NPCs, tá? Também tem isso. Depois eu vou mostrar pra vocês como é que faz. Tem uns NPCs que realmente não mereciam ser salvos. É por aqui mesmo, vambora. Tem negócio de esse arbusto mexendo, pensei que era algum bicho novo. Mas missões secundárias muito interessantes, gente. Estamos aqui passando pela frente do hospital, né? O distrito do hospital. Para poder ir para as docas, né? Vamos ver se dá para atravessar a ponte ali, mas eu creio que não dê. Tem uma barricada ali na ponte. Não, vou ter que ir pelas docas mesmo. Cara, e o Sam Hilton, que eu deixei ele vivo, que era o cara que tinha se tornado um Skull, ele enlouqueceu, cara, nesse meio tempo. E o abrigo praticamente ficou entregue lá. Acho que por aqui dá pra ir pra lá. É, onde eu tenho que ir, é por aqui mesmo. Eu tive que ir lá dar um jeito nele, ó. Ó, é aqui mesmo, mano. Olha o maluco.
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you
Chifrão,
are.
né?
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
rainhas do condenado.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence!
I'm tired of all these puppet shows.
Show de marionetes, ele falou. Cara, finalmente chegamos aqui. E hoje vai ter um show gospel aqui, cara. Cara, eu tô sem dinheiro nenhum, nem pra ir, cara. Nem pra ir a pé. 2 quadras daqui de onde eu tô, não vou ter dinheiro pra ir a pé lá. Pra ali, não dá pra, eu acho que tem que ir pelo outro lado. Vou ver se dá pra ir pelo outro lado. Que aqui tem uma barricada, ó. Não dá pra passar? Dá pra quebrar, será?
They want war. I'll show them war.
Whatever this poor woman did, nobody deserves this kind of punishment.
Uma cena aí, não esperava por essa cena. Eu estou voraz, né? Eu estou implacável. Essa parte da cidade eu não vi muito, tá? Então eu não conheço muito ela. O que a gente tem aqui? Tem uma espécie de parquezinho, praça aqui, né? Tem um cara gigante ali. Trombar ele lá, pera aí, vou trombar ele, vou ver qual é a dele. Aí esses vampiros são tudo agressivos, pô. A gente vai tentar ajudar eles, aí eles vêm com caralho pra cima da gente, pô. Tá ajudando eles a matar esses caçadores de merda. Aí eles vêm com caralho pra cima da gente, como se a gente... Dá uma limpada aqui na área primeiro. Aqui era o comecinho, né? Era aquele caminho que eu podia ter tomado. Vou subir aqui. Opa!
It's locked, all right.
Tá faltando uma cartinha em braille, sabia? Tem uma missão secundária que é entregar pra um cara ler umas cartas que estão em braille. Vou matar aquele cara ali, aquele cara ali é chato pra caramba. A gente dá uma limpada aqui. Isso aqui parece que é um distrito um pouquinho melhorzinho. A gente ainda tá no distrito sul de Londres. Mas ele é um distrito um pouquinho já melhor. As casas são um pouco melhores, né? Lá era favelona mesmo, onde a gente estava. Deixa eu ver. É, aqui deve abrir agora o atalho aqui. Vai ficar melhor para se movimentar. Eu vi nessa intenção mesmo. Sabia que tava por aqui o atalho de Whitechapel. Eu só queria que desse pra mudar um pouco a roupa dele, cara. A mesma roupa o jogo todo, velho. Nem de RPG tem esse negocinho de mudar a roupa, né? Muito bem. Certo esse cara aí, ó. Tô bicho solto, meu irmão. E aqui tem um outro atalho. Eu acredito que seja, mas eu não sei se vai dar pra abrir, peraí. Vai, meu filho. Às vezes ele dá uma paradinha toda vez que eu consulto o mapa. Deixa eu ver.
I cannot enter.
É, não dá pra entrar aqui ainda não. Devia ter mais uma subida, né? Já a gente tá chegando no nosso objetivo, ó. E tem uns carros, né? Assim, nos outros cantos não tinha uns carros escroto. Quarentena. Não deve dar pra abrir, tá
It's
verde.
locked.
Ah, tem um ratinho aqui, ó.
I have this thirst for blood. I can't believe I'm doing this. So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
É, não é uma mansão. Mas é uma casa foda.
Dr. Reid, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him, but I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most of us do not know how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life twice.
I am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend. If only we could have guided your poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be, must be a powerful vampire. Certainly extremely old.
How have you reached this conclusion?
I felt this power, radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary such a strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship.
Vamos lá, né?
After all, it was you who invited
Gente, tô
me to
caladinho
settle
porque eu
this
tô
most
acompanhando o
urgent
diálogo,
of
tá?
matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must say, your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Só pra manter o hábito, na verdade, né? Nossa, cara.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them entangled in a sticky web of shadow cabinets, influencing trade.
Will they fight the guard of Priwen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has many spies. Their main occupation is gathering information, and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first, but it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help, since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself?
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
Should I trust them?
Of course not. Do not misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
They have done nothing but impede my investigation since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
Presidente é foda, né?
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he never goes outside the club. And women are not awarded membership, even immortals.
É misógino, né?
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of
that?
political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard of Prewen and the Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Matei alguns.
Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us is the cause of the epidemic.
How did you survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survive.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city. You...
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Will I ever discover?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure.
Please, forgive...
Oh, Jonathan. I know...
You have no idea.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not...
Tô pulando porque realmente é um diálogo
One
dispensável,
day
gente.
soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I
Nossa,
see
ele
you
tá
again?
pálido, né? Ele tá
No,
acabadinho.
you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank
Será
you.
que ele tá encantado? Será que ela
I
encantou ele,
appreciate the
pô?
advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations.
Ele tinha que usar um óculos pra esconder essa conjuntivite dele, cara.
Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
Nossa, ficaram envolvidão, né, cara? Gente, eles ficaram envolvidões aí. O envolvidão aí com a gatinha dele aí, cara. Gente do céu.
So, time to visit the Ascalon Club.
Acho que agora vai abrir ali o caminho.
I cannot enter. It's locked. That was the vampire I saw earlier. This one takes no rest.
Todos os casos, vis e profanos que tive que enfrentar, o Icor é o pior. Não por causa da habilidade de combate, né? E nem por sua esperteza capaz de surpreender. A força de um Icor está na brutalidade e eficiência dos objetivos. Espalhar doenças, epidemias, contagiar todos. O Icor é a encarnação viva do vírus, das infecções por onde passa, as doenças aparecem e se espalham intensamente. É com esse propósito, nesta terra, fosse trazer pragas e epidemias, entendi. As Irmandades indolentes acreditam que não podem ser considerados vampiros nem scouts. Vamos ver se vai abrir aqui agora. Tô indo investigar na manha, tá, gente? Não tô nem aperreado, não. Aí aqui não abre, né? Só pelo outro lado. Entre por sua conta e risco. Fechado. Onde é esse? Whitechapel também, né? Quase Whitechapel. Não lembro dessa região aqui. De verdade, gente, eu não lembro dessa região aqui, ó.
All the good boys join the army and the scum turn criminals. It's a shame.
Good evening, Benjamin.
Me dá um remédio
Can I
pra esse
help
filho
you?
da
I'm
puta.
afraid not, Mr. Reid.
Pô, tô sem, olha.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir.
Tem que achar algum lugar pra fazer o remédio pra ele. Achei que eu tinha, mas acho que eu dei pro médico lá, que tem um médico lá que cometeu... Acabou matando um paciente. E, gente, realmente, eu não tinha vindo pra cá ainda não. Nossa senhora. Eu pensando que eu tinha vasculhado todo a região de Whitechapel lá. Não vasculhei. Tem uma coisa aqui? Tem não.
The West End. Never have I felt so sad to be back home.
See that baggy clothes? Tough. Sleepy piece of shit.
Bem maluco.
Fuck, it's fast. Back in the grave.
Aumentar essa mordida, hein? Ah, é, eu esqueci que essa desgraçada, quando explode, espalha a doença. Espalha um ácido. Consigo abrir aqui. Boa. Salve, mano. Seja bem-vindo, cara. Tô aqui explorando um outro distrito, né? West End.
I cannot enter.
De boa, mano, de boa. Vou pegar um ratinho aqui.
I have this thirst for blood. This is
Boa, vontade de tomar um cafezinho. Bora. Tem usado pouco a arma, né? Mas tá tudo bem. West End. Eu tenho que vir pra cá. estranhando que as ruas estão vazias aqui.
The Ascalon Club, the heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Women's right to vote is only the first
Vamos
step.
falar com os NPCs aqui antes de continuar.
Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reid. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte. What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reid?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
Concordo, concordo. Tá doente? Não, ela é vampiro, né? O que você tá
What are you
fazendo por
doing
aqui?
out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reid. And please, don't tell my mother.
Boa, boa, boa.
Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see? And one day, I'll have my death to face.
Ah, ela é mortal, né?
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me. and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously, and the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reid? Or you?
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reid.
Também.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Foda, hein?
Goodbye,
Depois eu
Charlotte.
volto.
Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
É aqui. Eu vou logo aqui. O que é, cara?
Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Good evening, sir.
Ou já ia entrar lá
May I
na
have your
casa.
attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
Do you need medical
It's a little late for visiting out.
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny, I didn't want to sound selfish.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere.
Porra, ele vai virar um caçador, cara. Oi, pior que dá pra hipnotizar ele, ó.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
Tá falando de vampiro, né? Tá falando dessas
You need some
coisas.
rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Deixa ele aí, vamos direto aqui. Depois eu vou fazer as missões secundárias aqui da região, gente. Tô ansioso, na verdade, pra saber o que vai acontecer nessa parte da história. Vou pegar uma bolachinha aqui.
Do you know?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reid. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
There has been
Caralho,
quite a
teve
battle
treta
here.
aí, ó.
I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Teve treta da braba aqui, hein? Vamos saquear a casa do cara. Antes de falar com ele. Se perguntarem, não foi a gente, não. Tá aqui.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
Galera olhando pra mim com desdém.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reid. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here!
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reid.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She has proved to be helpful on many occasions.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is a mortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why do you suddenly need me?
The Ascalon Club only recruits the best, and you definitely fit the bill. Your scientific and medical reputation alone would qualify you as a candidate.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reid, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reid. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally, and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak,
Cara, se
Dr.
esse
Reid,
jogo fosse em
in
português,
front of the
ele
most
seria um
sacred
sucesso,
blood.
olha.
The blood of our beloved William Marshall, speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reid. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
E aí, qual é a vantagem que essa porra vai me dar aí? Hein? Arrombado.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Skulls in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reid, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Skulls.
I have met peaceful and wise Skulls. To exterminate them means we are no better than vampire hunters.
Skulls are hideous, shameful creatures that give all Ekon a bad name.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reid. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Outside until the Prewen end their hunt.
Aumentar o nível de enfeitiçar. Eu preciso de um lugar para descansar, gente. Aqui não tem lugar não? Saindo tem, bem ali, ó. Aí agora vai dar pra fazer as missões secundárias da região. Descobrir novos, né? Novos NPCs, muito provavelmente. Cara, se esse jogo fosse português, ele ia ser sucesso, cara. A gente tá num novo distrito ainda. Legal que não é Londres toda, é só uma região ao sul de Londres. Deixa eu achar um lugar aqui rapidinho.
Lord Redgrave just suggested I was sired by an ancient vampire.
Aí não vou dar trela pra esses caçadores não, mano. Vou botar pra cima logo. Querendo um lugar pra descansar, pô. Acho daqui é a casa dele, porra.
Yes, Jonathan. Spending next summer in France. Absolutely. Why not?
A mãe dele tá maluca, velho.
Jonathan! Is it you? Where have you been, my prodigal son?
I'm right here, Mother. I'm finally home.
Yes, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again.
Religiosa, né?
Lost and now found. But where is your sister? Where is Mary?
Mary? She is gone, Mother.
I know she's gone. The question is, when will she return as you have? I miss my grandson so much. It's been days since their last visit.
Meu Deus, ela tinha um filho, cara. Gente do céu.
Mother?
Not really. I don't go out much due to the epidemic, and when I do, I tend to get lost.
What do you mean you get lost? I hope you don't go outside
Ela
alone.
tem uma cara de maluca fudida, cara.
When I go out, your father always comes
Olha
with
assim
me,
de lado.
He leaves me there sometimes, and I
Já
have
tá
trouble
desconfiada.
finding the way back.
Have you returned to Whitechapel Cemetery since Mary's funeral?
I never want to go back to that awful place. Wait. I think I went back once. And you were there too. And Mary? No. That can't be true.
It was just a bad dream, Mother.
A nightmare, yes. Mary was so angry. I walked back home alone. If that kind policeman had not called Avery from the station, I don't know what would have happened.
Do you need anything, Mother? Can I help you?
I just want you to stay with me, Jonathan. Your room is ready. I asked Avery to make your bed.
I'll stay as long as I can, I promise. Do you need anything else?
Just one thing. Stop staring at me like that. As much as I love you, it breaks my heart to look at those empty and dead eyes.
Are you working on a new painting?
Not recently. I have trouble focusing on my subject and my mind quickly drifts. It's the same thing when I try to write poetry.
I recently met a talented painter with an excellent technique. I wish you two could meet. I'm sure you'd like her.
I'd be glad to meet her. What is her name? Is she famous? Is she dead too?
She's not famous, and her name is of no importance. And yes.
Então a mãe dele sabe que ele é
The
vampiro.
important thing is, I hope you two get along. If she ever fancies meeting your mother, I'd be glad to welcome her into my home.
Cara, ela sabe que ele é vampiro, velho. Que doido isso, hein?
Goodbye, mother.
Goodbye, son.
Não, mas eu tô aqui pra descansar e depois investigar as paradas lá. Bora. Muito bem, 3.400. Eu preciso de... Aqui não tá. Nível 26 requer nível 26. Então o que nós vamos fazer? Nós vamos aumentar o vigor aqui, ó. $1.500. Será, gente? Essa aqui é a minha grande dúvida sempre, ó. Posso aumentar aqui, que é 2.000. O caldeirão de sangue que eu tô usando. Acho que é isso que eu vou fazer. Mordida tá forte. Vou aumentar a mordida. E guardar o resto. Conhecemos um pouco aqui a região tá estável, mas ela vai ficar crítica, mano. Toda vez que a gente se mete no jogo, a região vai ficando cada vez mais crítica. Vamos ver o que dá pra fazer. Será que dá pra fazer naufragia? Dá pra fazer. Dá pra fazer mais um? Dá não. Esse daqui dá pra fazer. Sempre tem alguém com pneumonia, pô. Aqui também dá pra fazer. Sempre tem alguém com sepse. Cefaleia. Esses mais básicos aqui a gente faz. Falta ópio. Será que tem coisa que dá pra quebrar aqui? Às vezes tem umas coisas que dá pra quebrar. Aqui, ó. Acho que dá pra fazer isso. Dá pra fazer melhor, mas eu prefiro continuar aqui. Que tem coisas mais comuns. Chave pequena, não sei do que é. Aqui é a nossa coisa. Será que eu melhoro um trambuco? Pode ser, né? Eu posso dar uma melhorada numa arma aqui que eu não tô usando. Espingarda do Milton. Vou usar a espingarda do Milton, é melhor pra melhorar, né? Dá uma melhorada aqui. Já deu pra melhorar no nível 5 ela. $570, né? De dano. Para dar dano incendiário. Velocidade de recarga. Pronto. Pronto, dá pra usar esse trambuco aqui, hein? Vou equipar ele no... Aqui na arminha dele, ó. Daqui dava 184, daqui tá 600 de dano e ainda queima os desgraçados. Dá pra dar uma segunda habilidade. Não, deixa aí, deixa quieto. Pronto, vamos lá, vamos vasculhar. Mano, tá aí ainda? Opa! Nossa, cara, eu sempre esqueço que essa velha explode. Cara, eu sempre esqueço, é uma desgraça isso. Tudo bem, gente, agora a gente vai partir pra cima. Kimura, quem é Kimura? Ah, pode crer. Conseguiu ver o lance da tua casa aí, do quarto, pô? Porra, pode crer.
How dare you interfere with my hunt?
É o escudo, cara. Qual foi, cara? Qual
I'm
foi?
Dr. Jonathan Reid. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be
É,
careful.
mano, tem que fazer
He's
isso
as
no
vicious
tempo
as he is strong.
certo.
You don't have to worry about him anymore.
Sim, sim.
What happened here?
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude, Dr. Reid, since it is the most precious thing I possess.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura.
Segue
Take
teu,
care.
teu rumo, Kimura. Pegou mais um papelzinho de coleção. Segue teu rumo, Kimura. Saia daqui. Oxi. Ali pro outro lado. Pô, e é legal aqui desse jogo que você não. Ele não é aquele mundo aberto em que tu sai se perdendo, entendeu? Você tem uns distritos, não é aquela coisa enorme. E você aos poucos vai pegando as missões secundárias, saca? Morre, desgraça. Vou encontrar aí essa Emily aí, que é amiga lá da filha da Lady Ashbury. Tá tendo lance entre eles dois. Tô sentindo o clima entre os dois, cara. Acho que vai dar namoro. Vamos rodar por aqui. Porra, cara, aí dá pra, aí você vai progredindo aos poucos, pô. Deixa eu ver, 28 metros. Onde é a casa dela? Cara, tem que dobrar aqui em algum canto, pera. Acho que tem um caminho aqui, né? É aqui mesmo. Aí quando ele volta ele fica meio perdido quando a gente abre o mapa e fecha o mapa. Tá aqui, é aqui, né? Cadê? É aqui mesmo. Você vai atrás da Emily.
Hello?
A Emily que tá perdida.
Jonathan, is that you? I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny, I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes, for old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan. I remember when Mary came here with her husband and her son.
Essa aqui é a casa do meu amigão lá, pô.
It's a pleasure to see you.
So you returned from the war.
Não era essa a missão, mas vai rolar agora.
Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
How have you been since the last time we
Eu
met?
tenho que fazer essas perguntas, tá, gente? Que às vezes abre uma opção.
3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Ela tá bolada, tá doente? Tá não. Não
Have you
precisa de
noticed
remédio.
anything
A galera aqui
peculiar
não adoece,
in the
né?
neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan, please accept my condolences for your sister.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden, and I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but, you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence has not even thought to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's been for me.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
The McPhersons. I heard they locked themselves in their own house.
They could just be afraid of getting sick.
Perhaps you're right. But if I were you, I'd pay them a visit. A big house, reachable through a courtyard, to the north of the railway bridge.
Perfeito.
Goodbye for now.
I remember when Mary
Vamos
came
saquear
with
aqui.
her husband and her son.
Vamos saquear aqui a casa dela antes de ir embora.
Such a beautiful
Levar o colar. Me dá teu colar, sua puta. Desculpa, gente. Desculpa o palavreado, tá? Não repitam isso. O que tem aqui? Meus papéis. Vamos atrás de papéis.
It's locked, all right.
Cigarros, muitos cigarros. Passei o dia e noite passada. E a noite passada inteira chorando de alegria. Eu não sabia que essa cidade poderia ser tão dolorosa. Meu câncer acabou de me escrever, ele voltou da guerra e está ileso. Chegará em 2 semanas. Aí 14 de agosto. Tudo de Clarence ainda me preocupa. E não mesmo desde que voltou durante as primeiras semanas. Pensei que era apenas um período de ajuste necessário, mas o comportamento dele parece cada vez mais errático. Ele está começando a me assustar. Não acredito nisso. Clarence gastou metade da pensão dele imprimindo os folhetos estúpidos e agora quer distribuí-los pela vizinhança. As pessoas estão começando a rir de mim. Agora quer organizar uma palestra em um teatro recém-fechado para avisar as pessoas sobre a presença de criaturas malignas em Londres. Entrada gratuita, claro. Meu marido pode ter retornado ileso da guerra, mas temo que tenha perdido a sanidade. Clarence acabou de confessar, setembro já, que gastou não só metade da pensão dele, mas toda, além de parte das nossas economias. O papel e tinta são muito caros por causa da guerra, ele disse, mas que era um custo que deveríamos pagar. Pessoas zombam de nós publicamente, estão sem grana, né? Hoje o açougueiro Sr. Gallo mandou uma conta mensal e pediu o pagamento completo. Ele também disse que agora exige ser pago sempre que comprarmos carne dele, sem cobrança fiada. O padeiro falou a mesma coisa 2 dias atrás. Primeiro pensei que fosse alguma política nova devido à restrição à pandemia, mas minhas amigas aparentemente ainda mantêm os mesmos acordos com os mesmos locais. Eu estava tão envergonhado que não consegui falar nada. Não podemos continuar assim, claro, está completamente louco. A gente está gastando todo o dinheiro que temos. Eu não sei como impedi-lo. Às vezes desejo que ele não tivesse voltado da guerra. Vou dar um jeito nele, gata. Pode deixar que eu vou dar um jeitinho nele. Pra gente. Não se preocupa. Vou dar um fim nesse safado. Tá. Tá passando. Porra, cara. Inferno. Se fosse no mundo real, só era fechar a porta, virar de ladinho e fechar a porta. Pode deixar, gata, pode deixar, que eu vou aprontar aí na área pra você. Acho que dá pra vir por aqui. E as docas, né? É, as docas. Não é pra cá em algum canto. Vamos lá. Pô, tá difícil achar a casa dela, hein? Em tese era pra ser aqui, né? Não, a gente tá investigando aqui agora, pô. O jogo inteiro você tem que investigar, fazer pergunta, achar pista. E até nas missões secundárias, pô. As missões secundárias você tem que encontrar pistas pra poder ir avançando. Agora, eu tô tentando achar a casa dessa mulher, eu não tô conseguindo achar. Mas eu vou já descobrir um jeitinho de entrar lá. Tem que conversar com o pessoal aqui pra ver se as histórias fazem sentido, saca? Ah, aqui era aquela região perto de onde a Lady Coisa morava, né? Vamos voltar. Bom que a gente tá abrindo aqui as portas. Tipo uma rua de trás que dá nas docas. Alguns lugares eu já aprendi a andar, tá, gente? Por isso que eu tô falando assim com naturalidade. Eu quero resolver logo esse lance da Emily aí. E depois voltar pra fazer a pergunta pros moradores. Deixa eu ver. Acho que é pra cá. Aqui no mapa diz que é pra cá. Só que ele pede pra eu... Só que é uma parte de cima. Só que eu não tô conseguindo ir pra parte de cima. Ó. Se fosse a casa daquela desgraçada, daria pra pular de lá da casa dela, só que não tá dando. Eu vou entrar aqui de novo, de repente tem uma...
Hello, John.
Eu vou matar o marido dela, cara, eu vou matar o marido dela. Aqui tem uma escadinha. Bom que já resolve, porque também ele para de... Porra, é pra dar essa porra dessa porta fechar. Eu consigo passar, cara. Ah, que inferno.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in.
Porra, ela já foi dada como morta já mesmo.
Blood. I should follow the trail.
Aqui, ó. Porra, morreu a amiga da Charlotte lá, ó.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I intend to do so very soon, thank you. But for the moment, I'd like to shed light on the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
And who exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond de Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service.
Ele é francês. Eu vou...
You're French, but
vou
your
sentar a
English
porrada
is
nele.
not good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world.
Dear cousin...
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last wedding good.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
Your cruelty deserves punishment, sir.
And what else is new?
O bicho é brabo, o bicho é brabo. Calmou, calmou, calmou. Porra, vou morrer, cara. Porra! Jesus, filha da mãe, desgraçado! Nossa, foi na hora que eu fui recarregar, cara. Mas quase ele morre. Vou matar ele. Isso que eu tô te falando, vou matar ele. Vou ter desviado. Foi na hora que eu tava recarregando o trambuco. Pô, mas a arma dá um tirão, hein? Vou manter ela aí. Mas que era pra ter usado a poção também, o de regeneração também. Eu também fui muito cabaço. Porra, eu desviei, hein? Desviei de novo. Ó, caralho, velho. Ó. Desgraça do inferno, mano. 200 aí, o bicho era escroto, velho. Cadê o corpo? Aqui, tá aqui o corpo. Gente, tem que fazer mais. Ouvi alguém fazendo um barulho aqui. Ah, bem aqui, ó. Caramba, usei bastante recurso, mais recurso do que eu tinha imaginado que eu ia usar. Onde é o refúgio? O refúgio é pra cá, né? Eu vou informar lá a Charlotte, depois eu vou perguntar sobre os focos.
Waiting for you to let your guard down.
Only the first step. Women.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood.
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me.
Vai, mano, vai sim que é bom, mano.
Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Caralho, me deu uma estaca nível 5, já vou dar
I'm
uma olhada.
investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys, a nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Tinha um maluco aqui, esse cara sumiu, pô. O que aconteceu com ele? Será que isso daqui é o panfleto lá? Ah, o folheto do brother lá, né? Do Clarence. Eu vou passar o Clarence, gente. Não tenham dúvidas nenhuma. Eu vou passar ele tranquilamente, sem remorso. Bora. Falar aqui com essa senhora aqui.
Good evening, miss. Can I help you?
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Já tá toda fodida, cara.
You don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
Ih, caralho.
What happened?
The rats. The answer hides in them.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it? Is it someone you know? Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me, or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
Tell me about your...
Oh, I'm hungry.
Don't you remember who you are?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before...
It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
Meu Deus.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
Infection. Infection.
And where is this house?
West of the park. Not very far. A big house.
I must go.
Deixa eu ver o caminho. É, tá certo. O caminho é por aqui mesmo. Tem que cortar o caminho por aqui. Aqui mesmo. Toda fábula tem um fundo histórico de elementos mitológicos. Os vampiros são irrevogavelmente ligados ao conceito de imortalidade. Tivemos menos de 10 relatos de aparição desta criatura. Que criatura? Tá, mas dizer da fábula tão intrigante lenda entre os vampiros. Eu sei que isso parece um tanto mirabolante, mas para nós estudiosos, algo impossível é apenas algo inexplicável. E não indo para alguns anos, venho tentando encontrar pistas na Inglaterra do vampiro de chifres. Durante muitos séculos tivemos 10 relatos de desaparição dessa criatura. Caralho, é grande pra caramba, gente. Tranquilo, mano, tranquilo. Vou já finalizar. Eu só vou fazer essa investigação e depois eu parto pra... Nossa, não, volta, eu tô no caminho totalmente errado. Tá fechado.
It's locked.
Tá no caminho totalmente equivocado. Achei que era aqui a entrada, não é. Bora.
I cannot enter. Why are vampire hunters sniffing around here? I need to find out what they're after.
No rest for the wicked.
Cara chato, velho. Eu tô no caminho certo agora, que eu tenho os caçadores aí, né? Tá, tô no caminho certo.
I have this thirst for blood. This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Cartaz, garfo de prato, a gente vai dependendo da casa da pessoa, pô. Se vai ajudar, mas a gente vai levando tudo que ela tiver também. Outro cara teve um corte no pescoço.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out.
Língua e olhos, cara. Pensei que era
He
só
was
um
a
corte
victim
no
of brutal
pescoço.
torture. This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending. Dogs told me I could have been a great actress.
Só nojeira, mano.
They mocked my talent. Ah!
I've never seen such a radical mutation. Good Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Jesus, cara. Querida Elsa, é com grande alegria que confirmo desta carta sua admissão como estudante particular na minha escola de atuação.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school.
Tá.
That building is under quarantine. Could this be what I'm looking for? Porra, marquei. Precisava desse sangue. Esse sangue aqui me ajudou. Bora. Tenho que vir pra cá pra cima. Vamos lá, tudo detonado. Espingarda semi-automática, pera aí.
Ela é level 4, né? Falta um pouquinho pro level 5.
The whole family! I said I...
Engraçado! Caralho, velho, eu vou morrer. De novo! Que foi, amor? Mas do teu lado, né?
Tudo bem, eu chamei aqui pra coisa. Eu falei assim, ó.
Ô, gente, tomei um susto aqui, ele acabou de chegar. Nossa senhora! Cara, quase eu ia rodando. Se não fosse as injeçõezinhas, eu tinha morrido. Tem que voltar pro meu refúgio. Doris Fletcher de
So
novo.
the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher. Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school. This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Agora dá pra abrir, né? Nossa. Cara, às vezes eu fico perdidinho aqui. Bora. Um pouquinho mais de ópio. Será que aqui dá? Pó de alumínio. Não, nenhuma dessas dá ópio. Deixa aí. Tudo bem, gente? Muito obrigado a todo mundo que veio aí. A gente deu uma continuidade aqui na história do vampiro. Amanhã, se eu tiver tempo, também vou fazer isso. Tá certo? Valeu. Muito obrigado. Deixa eu deixar o like. Gente, segunda-feira eu acho que deve estar retomando a história do Lies of P. Um abração, até a próxima. Tchau!